Good day, guys. As you all know me, as a mentor, Nasdaq Ninja. So, guys, if I can continue, can you please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified once I upload. So, guys, in most cases, most of the people like asking me what do I actually do in the morning, So, I just wanted to give you guys my trader's morning routine, you understand, so that you really understand what is it that I actually do. So guys, don't mind my studio. I'm busy, guys, like I'm working on everything, guys. Imagine there's a TV there, the reason it's taking time is because my designer lives in Zimbabwe, so I'm still waiting for him to actually pull through to South Africa and work this session and those kind of things, understand. But at the end of the day, we're gonna do that over time, understand. But you're gonna see, I like the fact that you're gonna see it like this, and then you're gonna see the transformation, you understand. So one of the most thing that we're gonna start providing is forex education. We're gonna actually teach you, and you're gonna do it yourself. You understand? I feel like the game has to change, and people need to start doing them themselves. You understand? Because at the end of the day, we've been school feeding you guys. You understand? So now is the right time for you guys to do things on your own. You understand? So at the end of the day, if you want to actually inquire for services, you can text me on my WhatsApp number. I'm gonna just leave them in the description. So the first thing first that I actually do in the morning, guys, since I'm an automated trader, this is one thing that I do at first. I wake up and then I go to my PC. You see, so basically, guys, you actually see my back head. So yeah, guys, this is one thing that I like doing at first. So I have like two PC and a computer. So but now I'm still connected to my PC, understand? So the first thing first that I do is I just connect my, it's always connected. It's just that if you find like this, it means it was connected on the other phone. Understand? So basically I'll just connect my HDMI here on the PC because the automation is already on the PC, even on the computer. I just like the PC because it's more faster. Understand? There's a lot of things that I need to update, guys. There's a lot of things, understand? So once connected like this, I'm gonna plug it and then make sure that it's ready to take entries and trades, and it says the board is active. Then I'm gonna switch off my computer. Okay, so my computer is not connected with the plug for the computer, so those are the things that has to be connected. Understand? Obviously, guys, computers are not like PCs. You don't just charge them. You need to connect them to a certain specific plug. But my plug is right here. I have a lot of plugs, guys. I have a lot of plugs, yes. So the computer is connected. It's been switching on. So yeah, guys, these are the most things that I want you guys to really understand. Obviously, you guys can see the screen now. So this is the first thing first that I do. I connect the PC and then I connect my bot so that it can be ready to take trades. Then secondly, this is what I actually do. So I'm gonna actually show you guys how the bot really looks. Understand? So like you see, guys, I'm already on DXY. So we're gonna start with DXY so that we really understand how the market really gonna move this week. Remember, guys, this is not an financial advice. This is for educational purposes. For anything that's related to trading, if you wanna take decision, guys, you need to contact your financial advisor. Understand? So this is how it is, guys. I'm gonna analyze this one first and then see what is it that the market has for me. You understand? So I already see that the market has a head and shoulder this side, and which probably might affect the setup of USDT and Nasdaq. This is a beautiful head and shoulder, man. I hate being not respecting the analysis. It's based on price action. Me not in respecting analysis, it means I don't actually respect price action, and for me it will hurt me too much if I take a loss while I see in a certain trade. Understand? So I'm going to actually create my zones first, places where when the market touches, the market reverses. I have played a bigger role for the industry to make sure that everybody eats. You guys have to play a bigger role for me as well. Understand? There will be times where you guys have to play a bigger role for me. Imagine if I were to cancel uploading YouTube videos, now I come back and do jokes. You see, that's how it is, man. We were meant to suffer and listen to the jokes, but when we come as black people and try to show you guys how to do things, they close them up. Understand? So sooner or later, you're gonna find we're not allowed to actually teach you guys about trading. So this is the right time for you to grab the knowledge and conquer it. It's very, very important. Me, I play with time, guys. I always make sure that the time goes according to whatever that I want. So now I'm going to actually analyze the chart. Now, I think the setup is already like giving us a beautiful buying opportunities to the reversal to the top side. We are not saying you should buy. No, we're saying the market will buy. That's what we believe. We are not even if giving you a financial advice to say you should enter trades. No, that one you need to consult or contact your financial advisor if you get the point. That's how it is. So this is how it is, guys. I see there's a beautiful approach of a buy, and I believe that I'm gonna be entering a buy very soon at this certain point, and then I might just hold it because I know one thing I like about this one, it always respects the markets to the long-term positions. So I'm just gonna hold it and then push my SL in the bottom side. So this is what I see from this one. I see a perfect one. I see a perfect one. Understand? So this is how it is. This is what I see. So this one is a clean one. When I enter there, note, and then I'm gonna push to the top side. That's how it is. And then I'm gonna push to USDT and see what does USDT has for me. USDT as well as buys. So one thing about them, they can never have the same direction. They can give you a certain same direction, but the one will actually milk you. And I don't believe that. Let's start with Nasdaq, but I don't believe that is the other one. It's the way around. No, in no way. So we're not gonna analyze much more on Nasdaq because this is what we actually analyze in daily basis. So at the point we need to look at the entry point and what's the direction of the market that we can really enter, understand. So if you can check from this point, we're analyzing long-term buys. I don't like confusing myself. I like trading what I really know the best. And with this I understand that if the market is really like this, it actually tells us that it has a higher chances of it to reverse, right? So I mean to push to the top side and not to reverse. So from this point, all I'm gonna do, guys, is to remove all the noise here and try to figure out where the market is really going. Understand? So basically, I'm not gonna remove the trend lines. I'm just looking forward to the zones, especially where the market have reversed at, especially here. This is a beautiful zone here that allows the market to reverse. And then I'm gonna push to H1 and I'm going to look for proper direction. So I'm just gonna full screen this, and then these days I like being so formal as possible. It's not that money changes people, guys. You just have to be formal, especially when you are getting the bag. They'll try to stop you as much as they could, but you need to be just formal. When you're formal, most of the things won't even affect you. You understand? Because you follow everything according to how things really work in life. So from this point, I can see that the market, in order for it to buy, it needs to break here, and then we're gonna understand or push to the top side. But for now, I'm going to look for selling opportunities at this certain point. Understand? So let me start again so that we don't get confused. Why did I actually look for selling opportunities? Because I'm so quick to realize that this is what the market has to do. You understand? So from this point, I'm just gonna create a trend line moving from the bottom side to the top side, just to give you an advice why the market really bought here. Actually, let's just remove everything and start from a really time frame. I didn't want to really analyze everything like that, but I don't have any choice. So we are on NAS 100. We're gonna actually do something like this. We create this trend line. I hate the fact that this looks beautiful, and we will create it every day just to make sure that people really really get it. And then our 90% rule, it's here. It has a 90% chances of reaching here, but in most cases on sales I don't really trust it. And then we see these are places whereby the market touches, the market reverses beautifully. And then and then if you can check, this is how it is at this certain point. So you see, that's how the market really moves. At this certain point, there's a zone, and it's playing below it. It has a higher chances of buying, but once we push to the further more to the smaller time frame, and we will realize that we need to come back and retest. And then we have a trend line that is actually occurring now that we could be respecting it the most. And if once we started respecting this one the most, we will be removing the bigger one. Understand? And then there's the zone that I was talking about that the market really respected. So the market is actually playing up below this. above and below this, and then now we're gonna push to H4 and see what is it that we can actually aim for that certain moment. You understand? You see, there's a beautiful zone. It's a beautiful one. It's a beautiful zone. So yeah, I believe that the market has to actually touch this point and then give us like a little bit of a selling opportunities, not like exactly buying immediately now and then come back at this certain point. So we have this to cater at the certain point, and then we have this one as well. We need to actually respect the certain points here, and then from this point I'm going to look for selling opportunities. I'll only look for buying opportunities if it breaks the zone. So for now, from here I'm gonna look for selling opportunities until here. So that's how I'm gonna look for to understand. And then I'm gonna start with USDT as well and check what is USDT doing. USDT is so manipulative. You guys, when you trade it with higher conscious. This is not a financial advice, guys, just an educational purposes. Let's not forget that one. Understand? And then this is how it is, guys. We're going to actually create a trend line. We need a trend line from this point to that point. I like the fact that USDT created a beautiful trend line, and with that it already respected everything, and it didn't break trend lines that were not uh the trend lines that didn't want to be breaking. No, it broke the ones that were supposed to be broken, which was the major key of this one. Understand? And it's a beautiful one. It's a beautiful one. And then after, we're gonna come back and create our trend line like this. Understand? And then we're gonna come back and create it like, we just have to have a beautiful trend line. And seen everybody creating it like this because of the touches, and for me it makes sense because of experience of understanding. Now that's how we need to create it. Yeah, I think it's a sell. I think it's a beautiful sell because it already respected there. Now we just have to break this point and then move furthermore below. And now we've been looking for sales. One thing about sales, I hate the fact that they're not strong like buys. And then this one, we're gonna look for it to get it somewhere at this certain point. So that's how it is, guys. This is what I actually see from the chart, and that's what I actually expect from the market. You understand? So let's push to gold and see what does gold have for us. Gold has a specific support here. You understand? In most cases, in the laws of support, it actually says the support is too strong, but in the other laws, it says this is weak. So once it breaks this point, that's where you'll enter your cells there, knowing that you're going to the bottom side. That's a law. You need to always follow what the law says. You don't do what you actually think. The problem about people, we do what we think, we don't do what the law says. And once we start losing, we start being confused, and it's so important to understand that we are self-confusing ourselves. You understand? So in the English there, but we are actually confusing ourselves. Understand? And we don't need that. We don't need to confuse ourselves. You need to understand the chart, how it really moves, how everything really moves. So I don't wanna push further more to the point where we're gonna actually get confused. I just wanna focus most at the certain point, especially here. Understand? So one thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually unzoom the chart and then get my perfect trend line here. Understand? This is so beautiful. I like the fact that it's so clean. Understand? This trend line, it's understandable. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it here, and then I'm looking for places where I understand the market has to break in order for me to know that the market will push furthermore to a certain direction. Let's use full screen. You see, so already you understand what's really going on to the market, and that's one thing that we really want for you guys to understand. So this is how it is, and then we're gonna come back and create a position like this, and then come back and create the position like this one. This one is really strong, guys, because even in the past it respected it. So let's respect it as a zone so that we don't have to be recreating it many times, and then we understand what is really going on. So this is the position. So like I said, in order for you to enter sales, we need to break these points, especially this one. If we break, we know this one can have higher chances of us to reverse, but we need to break both of them. But for now, guys, on a support level, like I said, in others, if it touches many times, it means it's strong.
If it touches many times, it means it's testing to actually reverse. So it depends on you. What do you actually think about the market there? Understand? So this is what it is. But for me, guys, here, trust me, I was gonna test the buys. I don't have any choice. I was gonna test the buys, put my stop loss here, and then put the take profit there. You understand? I will enter the rest of the direction once it does something like breaking at this certain point, and then I'll understand, and then I'm gonna push to the bottom side. But at the moment, buys are more valid to be entered, by me. You understand? So let me do something like this. This was okay. Third touch, it like broke out, but at the end of the day, respected it, which is a great thing. But you see, we have a higher chances of if you entered here and then it breaks here, then you bought. Understand? So, guys, at the end of the day, guys, thank you guys for watching this video, guys.